Hey, what's up? I've just watched the naruto shippiden movie 5 called Blood Prison, and I was away, so I couldn't watch this movie. I was away doing some work, and I couldn't watch this movie. I said to myself that I had to watch this movie, whether it was on phone, some form of, TV or laptop, whatever you might say it might be. Now that I found out to watch that, I can say that before I even started off, I gave this movie 8 out of 10, and there was certain things that were certainly predictable that all of most of now the movie is quite predictable, as you can say, so by knowing that, most things that you might know, you might get used to, and getting used to it that much, kind of, you know make you kind of annoyed at some point. But no, as for one thing for sure, I'm really, really, really glad that Naruto motive in this movie wasn't to actually protect or rescue some other princess, because the first time that I ever watched a Naruto movie was the original Naruto when he's actually protecting this princess, and that was the first movie that I say, that I can say is another movie. Then in another movie when he had to protect another princess, and another movie when he had to protect another princess. I don't know what movie it was. It was certain a princess from the land of brains or something like that. And there was another movie after that, even Last Tower, that he had to protect a princess, and the other after that he had to protect another princess, and it was getting so boring that he had to protect princesses. And this one was mainly about Naruto, and Naruto was by himself. There were no Kakashi, there were no Sakura, there were no Tsunade's, there were no Jiraiya, there were no nothing but him and him only. You know why? Because they accuse him. Not even they say they accuse him, they say that he planned or attempted to assassinate Kage. They said he planned to attempt assassination on him. And as you can see, that was the first clip of the movie that when it was started, and Kage put up a fight with Naruto, but presumably it wasn't Naruto, it was this guy that they call 100 transformation Kazoo, something like that. Seemingly can transform in any form of character, taking on their identities. You wouldn't say he's a clown, but it's like he's sabotaging that person identity image. So at first when I saw that happen, I was like saying that was the reason for him to even go to Blood Prison, because he was trying to kill Regis. And when you really get down the deep part into it, you will find out, figure it out that it was this guy doing this work for these people so he could get his son out. And and Naruto, didn't know what was going on, was trying to clear his name, tried to escape so many times, got captured. Why? Because the very first day he came into Blood Prison, I think it was Mew, the prison leader. He somehow uses prison-like jutsu, and there was this seal that retained whatever chakra he was supposedly using. As you can see, when he was using the clown, he didn't add enough chakra to go through it, so it just collapsed and he went to the ground. And it no matter how far you are, it don't matter if you're actually running away, that's going to burn. He said the side effects of that technique's going to tear you in ash, and it's going to tear you away so slowly. And even if you jump into the deep sea, the current will just sweep you away, licking you two against each other. And Naruto took that in mind, but he didn't care. He tried and he learned the hard way. And there was this one person, I can't pronounce his name. It wasn't a his, it was a her, and she was basically there to kill me, because Miu had actually killed his son for his own selfish needs. And and she has this Rinnegan eye that reminds me a lot like Naruto. and I think it was right. You see something like that. I don't remember her name, but you can see the eye get familiar with it, and you might know it's her. She was there basically to kill me for what he did. He had killed his son, which was her best friend. So it was kind of complicated between what was going on with her. She the side of Naruto stories, cause she saved Naruto and all those stuff. Um, Back when it was actually going to the scenic part where the action took place, Naruto had to fight this Satori demon, this demon that can sense and predicts anything that you're about to do. He can sense fear. He seems like he shut out all emotion. It's like they're saying that he cuts off all ties. That's the reason why he killed his father. There were little means of human in that person that get control, but he has slowly consumed them. There's no way of getting that person back. And you can see basically, man, Mew was trying for years make this attempt, and the girl actually knew that he wanted to bring back his son, and for all those reasons, he was attacked by him ferociously, and Naruto had to fight Satori not only for that man, but for what was going on, and basically that had to occur. And the Leaf Village came, and they tell Naruto what was going on, and to see them give him the headband, it's like a big meaning for Naruto, and it's like there with the Chief Toad taking the Satori, and basically this movie ended in an uncertain way with Mew dying and that girl dying. She had to save Naruto. Not only she had to save Naruto, but she got a rod, which was a nail of the Satori, ran through her while running through Naruto, and that reminds me of Minato and Kishino when they risked their life, for Naruto needs or means, and that kind of bring me back a little. That kind of take up a lot of flat memory, and this episode in a certain way, and I liked it a lot. I really liked it a lot. And as for sure, I watched the Konohamaro OVA, Konohamaro vs Naruto. As I could say, this was actually good OVA. I really liked it a lot, and you can say that it's really quick moving on OVA. OVA should be quick, but it's really understandable OVA. Konohamaro actually was, saying that he had to get a hit on Naruto. He had to get a hit on Naruto, and so basically he tried his best. He used a lot of shadow clowns, he used a lot of Rasengans, not have used the same thing that he had used. They used a lot of combination that they all had in common, and they, were trying their best, to get things over with. And Naruto had punched Konohamaro over and over to the point where he couldn't stand up. You can see how much of a need that Konohamaro needs. Not wanting to need to be your only rival, but the need to be some shonen that Naruto is actually wanted to be as well. But Konohamaro actually gave it a shot, and for some reason Naruto uses a sage form of jutsu, and then he was disqualified based on that, and Konohamaro got to be a shonen that day, and it was quite unexpected. But they're like saying this tall kid fighting this, getting that that tall kid should have been shonen. So he's like past his experiences now, going all over it again. And they're saying no matter what happened, Naruto, you'll always be the shonen that they're like cheering him up in a way, but Naruto lose, and Naruto is a like person that knows reality as much as anyone. So he's like, yeah, don't cheer me up. I lost as a kid, and he was that there, very even depressed. And what took me off so much, that when Konohamaro came and said, you're going to be my subordinate now, and Naruto said, hell no. And it was actually the best of the OVA that I've seen so far, and I really liked it a lot. I give it a 9 out of 10, and it was real good. And animation was kind of flattish, but I really liked it a lot. As for Blood Prison, now that you put a movie 5, I really liked it a lot. Animation was really shady, characters was kind of crappy a little, and I should say my best parts in this, my three best parts in this was, when Naruto, basically working with Chief Goat trying to take down Satori, and that was kind of epic in a way because we got to see Chief Goat go in action that we hadn't seen him go in action before. We hadn't seen him go in action for a long time, and seeing him go in action with this monster was really badass. I like it a lot. I like when they actually put a coordination on how they actually would have get out of prison. There were a lot of riots going on, and Mew couldn't control it by himself. And that was really good. You gotta see Boomback's guy walking around. There was this guy drinking this, stew soup or something like that, and there was this guy, watching this fight outside the door, and for some reason this guy bounced over this guy, I think it's the Leishinobu, and that Leishinobu guy accidentally pushed over this fat guy. This fat guy, take the Leishinobu guy and throw the guy across where the guy was eating stew, and that guy that was eating stew came over and fight that guy, over there, that throw the Leaf Village guy over to him that was eating stew, and then the fight was continuing, and I was there all over the place, couldn't keep up with what was going on, and like there, whoa, and the best and last part was when Naruto Naruto believed in so much no one could have slowly taken away from him, because after actually going through what he had gone through, knowing that Leaf Village suddenly accused him of what he had done, even though they expected them to trust him, he still had hope in what Shinobi was kind of, what he was or who he are, and no matter even if a person that is close to you, I suspect Naruto is still who he is, and he'll do anything to clear his name. And that's his judging fact that he still believed in friends, that he didn't do whatever they framed him that doing that. It was really nice Naruto movie, Blood Prison, Naruto movie 5, Blood Prison. I really liked it a lot. And so as for this movie, those were my three best favorite moments. You know what I'm saying? Riots, Chief Toad, another moments with his friend, and it was really explosive. And I had to say, this movie was kind of predictable, but it was greatly done, and it was greatly storied up into a storyline to make it more of what it is, and I really liked it a lot.